Okay, there's no hope for this truck today. They left the lights on, the driver left the lights on. We're gonna try to get the other truck around it and out with some creative rigging. So we'll try that. So this video definitely requires a little bit of a backstory on how this all came to be and how we ended up in this situation. I got called by a propane company saying they had a loaded propane tanker that slid off the road a little bit and just needed some help getting back on. And it was somewhere out in the Ochocos, which the Ochocos here is a giant national forest, massive, massive area that is pretty harsh in the wintertime. And they didn't know exactly where it was, but they knew it was in the snow. They said just one back set of duals had slid off the road into the ditch. Shouldn't take much to pull it out. I happened to be out in this truck at the time, and I told them, well, I'm in a light-duty four-wheel drive wrecker. I can head that way in that. It's too small of a truck for the job, but I'm not going to be taking my big truck up into the snow on Forest Service roads. And I told them I thought this truck was too small. They wanted me to try it anyway and at least see if we could make something work, so that's what we did. They then asked me if I could pick up one of their drivers in town, not the one who got it stuck up there, a different one, and take him up with me to get the thing back down. And that's how I found out that it didn't just get stuck up there, it had been stuck up there overnight, as I was told. So I went and picked up the driver, then we met up with the guys from the Oregon Department of Transportation because the site the propane truck was going to was one of their radio tower sites that they manage. And they had the keys to all the gates to get in where we were going, and we headed that way. So on the ride up there, talking to the driver, I kind of found out some more information, like number one, the truck had been up there for a week, not just overnight. So it was pretty well frozen, and we weren't sure if it was going to start. And I told them that if this is what I've got and it's a loaded propane tanker that won't start, nothing we can do. The other thing I found out is that there was a second truck stuck up there that the propane company never told me about. Apparently, when the propane truck went up the hill and got stuck, one of the ODOT communications trucks was up the hill even farther at the tower site and now couldn't get back down. So that truck needed to get out as well. The third, or whatever number this is, thing I found out on the way up there is that it wasn't just out into the woods a little bit. It was 36 miles from where we got into the deep snow on Forest Service roads to where the truck was, almost to the top of the mountain. So this job escalated from propane truck, just slid into the ditch a little bit, to a major mountaintop recovery. Okay, they're putting chains on. I've got socks on, so we'll see how they do in some deeper snow. This is, I think, going to be deeper snow situation that I would like to take this wrecker into, but with as big a truck as we got to go get, even this is really too small for what we're doing, I think, but it's kind of the only option that's even going to get up here. So this will be an interesting one. One hell of a view from up here. What's crazy is that mountain over there, way up higher, it's got almost no snow on it. Right,
looks
there.
like it with the grass.
Yeah.
Because more sun hits there.
Yeah. And then like sunny and nice.
Shady and cold.
Winter wonderland. And you can see the tower right there through the trees.
And it's not all the way up to the top. So
we still got this whole canyon we're on the other side of. Here though, he did say that he gave him the option.
oh yeah, he should have way back, you know, and gone up.
Yeah, he said he asked him a couple times, so that would be, this is on the driver.
Oh hell yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, it is no matter what anyway, because
oh yeah, he should have said no, I ain't going any farther. This is going to be ridiculous. And we're going up higher, it's going to get deeper.
What's your confidence level at right now out of a 1 to 10?
Not very good. No, oh god, that slopes that way.
It's a good rut right there though, because I'm
Yeah.
sunk in it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there's the truck.
Yeah, we got off to the side.
All right, let's go. Man, let's go.
Let's go back.
I don't even know.
I don't.
Let's just go. Okay, we've been spinning the tires like crazy coming up here, and I did get that sock. The other one left a while ago. We'll pick it up on the way back, see what it looks like. Front ones are doing good. Oh man.
Yeah, you got off the side.
I have to put the chain back on. Hopefully it's not broke. There's only one tree that looks like of any substance. Close. I have to go farther. Oh, and they got a truck stuck above it too.
That's the truck. That's their truck.
Oh, so everybody was stuck up here.
Well, he couldn't get by.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going forward.
Man.
Yeah, truck after snow on here, never, ever out a truck like this. Never.
Okay, so there's this tree that are somewhat decent, but not like super great. Man, I am so undergunned for this job. My hopes are very low. Yeah, there's that one. There's one more that's somewhat decent right there, and there's another one up farther that I think if I tried hooking to both of those with one snatch block and then go back up to another one, we might be able to do something. Well, hopefully this thing starts. Yeah.
Well, we ain't going nowhere.
Dead?
Dead. He left something on. It's out. Dead.
Is there a battery cut off? So the truck wouldn't start. It was completely dead. And I asked the driver if maybe it had a battery switch on it somewhere that we need to turn back on. And he said no, they don't have battery switches. And he said the marker light switch was on, so probably just got completely drained over the week. And that's where I made the decision that I'm not even going to attempt to do anything. This truck weighs somewhere in the neighborhood of 30,000 pounds, and even if by some miracle with my little light duty truck I could get it back up onto the road, I sure can't tow it out of the woods totally dead with this thing. So there was no point in wasting any more of our time being that far out in the middle of nowhere. So ODOT wanted their truck back, of course. So we got a little creative with some rigging, and we decided we were going to get their truck out and ignore the propane truck for now. Okay, there's no hope for this truck today. They left the lights on, the driver left the lights on. We're gonna try to get the other truck around it and out with some creative rigging. So we'll try that. You're gonna come forward and get your front end. I mean, you're gonna turn as close as you can to that tree, and we're gonna try to get your front end basically nose right into that tree. Because then what we're gonna do is take this line off of the front and put it on your back end, which is going to be down here. And I've got another line right here that we're going to hook to your front to hold it. And then we're going to pull your back end up, which is going to bring your front end down some.
Almost like Highway to Hell.
Oh yeah.
Highway through hell.
Got the right color truck for it.
Yeah, you do.
So
Jamie,
go ahead and come forward easy and just try to turn right. Try to stay high because it'll always want to slide low.
Gotcha.
And just nose into that tree. Then we'll swap lines and grab your back end and try that. Okay, it's going well. I'm just pulling them straight down off the bed and then right into that tree. Go ahead and turn downhill towards me. Okay, I just want to point out right now, it may look like they are standing in the triangle of death, but they are not. There's an optical illusion. They're probably 15 feet away at least from the nearest winch line to them. And between them and the anchor point at the top where that snatch block is probably 6 to 8 trees that if that anchor point let loose, that line would have to cut in half to get to them, meaning basically
it ain't gonna happen. It looks bad from the angles of this video, but they are in a very safe spot, or I wouldn't let them be standing there.
Okay, I'm gonna take that one off your front now and hook it to your back end, and hook this other one I got right here to your front end, so that as I'm pulling your back end, your front end can't take off down there into that truck. Or shouldn't take off down there into that truck. I have an idea. All right, that's gonna work for a little bit till it gets into the tire, then we'll have to move it to the other side. Okay, I'm gonna pull some tension. I'm gonna loosen up on this and pull on that one. And now's where we want your front end to slide down enough to clear that tree. Then, but I'm not gonna let it so much slack that it can come down here.
So turn it towards you and slowly.
Yeah, and you'll give a little, you feel me pulling? Give enough throttle that it tries to want to slide this down, hopefully. Okay, stop there. Let me go look at that back line and see if I want to move it now.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to see if your back end will just go sideways with the winch. If not, I'll have you turn all the way that way and put it in reverse. And with me holding your back end, you hit reverse, it should bring your front end down. But I'll still have a hold of you so you can't go too far.
Keep on the brake.
Yeah. Okay, it's trying to spin us back in up the hill. Okay, brakes. Whew. Okay, so. Okay, try to drive forward slowly. Okay, hold on there. So I'm gonna have your front end, so it'll want to go this way, but I can stop it with the winch if we need. Okay, drive forward. Straighten up your wheels some. Right there, drive forward. Keep coming. We're getting there. Go ahead and put it in drive and just try to come straight forward. So I've got his front end and his back end. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Okay, stop there. Pull his back end over. I think you're just gonna, well, even where you're at right now, just try driving forward.
Downward to that way.
Just keep your front wheel straight at the moment, right where you're at, just come forward. Remember, I can steer your rear, you just take care of the front. Good. Just move to, okay. Keep coming. Okay, now turn downhill. That tight cable is bringing your back end right over. Keep coming. Keep coming. coming? Yes, perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to let out that cable and you just ease forward right down here. That way your back end can't slide. Okay, we're letting out this cable. Go ahead. I'm just going to lower him down so that his back end can't slide. If we need to, we can grab the front again and pull it back over. We are rubbing on a couple little baby trees up there, but there's just nothing we can do about that, so. Okay, we got to pull out on the winch now. And it's working. His back end's about to come down the slope, so this is where it has the chance of sliding over, but I can kind of feel how much tension's on it by how much my truck is rocking. Go ahead and hold up. Okay, you're so clear. I don't want to drag you through that tree any more than we have to. Put it in reverse and give a little throttle and see if that'll slide over. You're loose back there, but it'll stop if you go too far. Yep, perfect. Okay, come forward a little. So I'm going to take that tension off. Okay, put it in two-wheel drive. Two? Yeah. All right, now put it in reverse. And just give it some throttle and see if that back end will come down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I guess that's all it's going to do. I think you can clear that tree now, so I will unhook and move forward enough that you can come down in here. Perfect. Straighten up. Perfect. Keep coming. You can get past the tree so you can open your door.
The hurdle's done.
All right, we got the state truck out of here that was never even stuck in the first place. He was just up the mountain at the lookout tower, the cell tower site, whatever. Radio tower site, I don't even know what it is up there. This big weather station. And this truck came up and got stuck, which trapped him up there. Someone had to come up and rescue all of them and get them down. And then now it is almost five days later. Yeah, 5 days later. Day 6 since the day this got stuck. This is staying here. Maybe for the winter, maybe until we bring a big winch cat up here. We don't know, but we got the truck out that was stranded up here. And we gotta wait for word on if they want to try for something with that, with some equipment or not. But for now, I'm gonna pull all my rigging down, make sure I got it all back in the truck, wind up these very long cables, and we have still got a long trip out of the woods. Because if you look, we're way up the mountains above all those, and we got to go way off over there, kind of towards the base of those one. Well, see how far that one is? Over there, there's some just as far. We got to get out towards the base of them. That's where civilization is. So all the way through all of this, over into that hazy area over there, and then down there. It's gonna be a long day.
So we got the ODOT truck out. That went really good. Obviously, there's nothing we can do about the propane truck with the equipment I have. So I passed off this job, said I was done with it, and they were going to have to figure something else out. My suggestion was to leave it there until spring, and we try again then. But they really wanted it out of there, so they reached out to a friend of mine who has some 6x6 trucks to go get it winched back onto the road. And that part of this story we will get into in the follow-up video to this one. Oh, hold on, I forgot this part, which you can find right here. See, that was so important, and I almost totally missed it. Yeah, click on that.